Greetings and Happy New Year. My name is Christy Wines. I'm a holistic health practitioner, a reverend, and I do a whole bunch of other stuff too numerous to mention. But I'd like to welcome you and tell you that we are going to be here for you today to help you learn how to accept all the beauty in the universe when you're forming your New Year's resolutions. And I have with me today my good friend and colleague, Dr. Barbara Cox. Welcome.
Hi, thank you, Christy. It's great to be here. Today we're going to be talking about reawakening to universal love and how to do that, because it's the month of January and everyone wants to get into that field of intention, of certainty, of how do I create, how do I manifest, how do I bring in physicality, my New Year's resolutions. We all talk about this at the beginning of New Year's. We're like, yeah, and then you start fizzling out, petering out right after January, February rolls around. And you're like, how do I do that? We're here to help you bring back your enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
So how do you do that? You get into a field of certainty to remind yourself to start getting into a physical presence, a kinesthetic body feeling of what does certainty feel like to you. Think back to a time where something went really wonderfully for you, where you felt certain that was going to happen. Do you have a time like that where it's like something was going to happen? You didn't know how, you didn't know when, you didn't know where, but you felt it in your gut. Let's start getting in touch. The belly is the core, the center of our creativity. The second chakra has to do with emotions, creativity, sexuality, all that good stuff. It's all tied together. Money creation, it comes from the belly, from the being in the certainty that it's going to happen. So let's take a deep breath in. And like feeling that like a solid rock of Gibraltar. There is a field of certainty that yes, we can have this. Okay. So number 2, after you get into that feeling, the kinesthetic body sense, by reminding yourself of a past event that you can link to a future event being certain to happen, you think of stories from others that bring it alive, that you can remind yourself, you can link it into your subconscious mind that yes, the universe does provide for me. And we have several great stories to share with you today. A friend of mine was telling me, the universe, whenever you put it out there, the universe provides. Sometimes we don't always see it with our eyes. We're like, where is it? Where is it? When I put this out there, I've done the action steps, I've loved myself, I've gave to others. Where's my stuff? Well, she was telling me a story of she'd been looking for a boyfriend for like a year and a half, I think it was, looking around. Where is it, universe? I put myself out there. I prayed about it. I meditated. Nothing. She's like, I wasn't seeing it. It turns out a coworker of hers, who she didn't like very much, worked right next door to her, day in, day out. Year and a half goes by. She's at a party. She's having fun with her girlfriends. She's thinking, where's the guy? But at this time, she kind of lets go, and she's just being in the moment, being in the present moment. Turns out this coworker she doesn't like very much comes up to her, asks her to a slow dance, and she normally wouldn't give him the time of day, right? And she dances with him. Who knows what was going on in her mind at the time, but it could have been just kind of let go and let it happen, and they end up clicking, and they end up getting married, and they've been married for several years now. She realized she's had it all along. The universe provided. She said, I want a boyfriend. She's out there. He's right next door to her. Every day he was there, day in and day out. Ask yourself, what am I not seeing? What is so clearly obvious in front of me, but my eyes are not open to seeing? Go look. Find it. It's out there. The universe always provides when you ask.
Yeah,
right,
that's
Christy?
true. Absolutely. I have a story that's similar to that, and it's kind of funny too, because I had been in a couple unhappy marriages and pretty much had given up on finding anybody, but I'd had several messages that said, he's out there, he's on his way, you don't have to look for him, he will come when the time is right. Well, being an impatient kind of person, I thought I would help the universe along, and so I was always trying to get myself in a place where I would meet this wonderful person and I wasn't finding it. Now, actually, I met a lot of people and dated some of them, and I'm happy to say that many of these gentlemen that I met are still my very good friends, but they weren't what I thought was going to be my soulmate. So finally, after several years of fruitless work, looking, I was out there trying to put myself in the right place where I could meet this man. I finally said, ugh, I'm giving up. I don't need this. And so I went to the Whole Being Weekend, which for those of you who live in California, you've maybe been there and know what it is. And I decided for that weekend my intention was not going to be to look for my soulmate because I'd basically given up on that. And I just decided to be open to new experiences, to be open to meeting new people, and that was it. So I get there, and the second night I'm there, at a special little party, I was kind of looking out to the sea of people, and somebody approached me and asked me to dance. And
Kind of from the back,
yeah,
right?
from the back.
Yeah.
He approached me on my blind side actually, because I was looking out over this way, and he came up this way, and I turned and looked at him. And what's unusual is he didn't fit my type, and everybody has a type that they're attracted to. He didn't fit that at all, but he had such a shining open face full of excitement and joy, and I thought, why not? Just like your friend.
Why not?
So this man turns out to be the person that I am the closest to now in my heart. We've been together almost 3 years, and it's been wonderful, and our hearts are open to each other. And I did not find him, he found me, but I had to let go of some of my preconceived notions of how to find a boyfriend. And I had to just be aware, like Barbara said, I had to just allow. I had to be in the moment. In that moment, he asked me, I said yes, and I didn't have to look, I didn't have to work. It was there all along. So we urge you to get in touch with yourself, with your inner stuff. Don't be so much in the brain planning stuff. Be open from the heart. And I think that you'll find that it's not that difficult to find what you're looking for.
And to create what you're looking for. So we're here to help you. We really want you to have an exceptional, happy life. So check out our websites. We're available by phone, in person, and we have several events upcoming for your wonderful, happy life.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Namaste.